chapter 1, verse 1.
Bring it out.
The revelation of Jesus Christ.
Now we're about to reveal. The word revelation means to reveal. So we're about to reveal how Christ looked, right?
Verse 10.
Verse 10.
I was in the Spirit on the Lord's day,
In the Spirit of the Lord, this is John, all right? This is John, right?
and heard behind me a great voice as of a trumpet,
John turned around because he heard a great voice, right?
saying, I am Alpha and Omega, the first and the last.
That's right.
And what thou seest, write it in a book.
So Christ said, what you seeing, John, write this in the book. Because Christ knew that one day we was going to think this is Christ. So right now, Christ is telling John, what you seeing, write this in the book. And what did he write in the book?
And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks,
In the midst of the 7 candlesticks,
one like unto the Son of Man,
right?
clothed with a garment down to the foot,
He had a long garment on.
with a girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
He had a golden girdle on, like one of the wrestlers, right? And watch.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
His head and his hair were white like wool. Who have woolly hair on earth? White people have woolly hair, or they have stringy hair? Touch your brother hair and tell me what that feel like. That's woolly, huh? That's woolly. Black people have woolly hair. You understand that? Read that again.
His head and his hairs were white like wool,
Yeah, white was white like wool,
as white as snow.
as white as snow.
And his eyes was a flame of fire,
His eyes were a flame of fire. He was red, right?
and his feet
And
like
his feet-
like unto fine brass.
So John looked down at Christ's feet and he said, man, it looked like brass. What is the color of brass, y'all? A penny. What's the color of a penny?
Like brownish.
Brownish, right? Isn't that brass? Right? So John looked down at Christ's feet and he said, hey, that's the color of a penny. That's brown. Let's see how brown.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in the furnace.
He was really, really, really dark. Christ was a dark-skinned man as he burned in the furnace. So if you burn anything, what color it can become? See that? See that? So where do you get this from? Church be lying to us. This is not no Christ, y'all. This is Cesare Borgia. That's what that is. That's a real man. That man is a homosexual. You understand? This is the emblem of Christ. We're not saying this is actually Christ, but we drawing what we're reading out of the book. You understand that? This is a closer depiction of what we're reading, rather than that. Y'all understand that? You got that? So which one is Christ? All praise.
Right.
All praise. That's
Now,
what
if
we're
he's black, shouldn't his people be black?
people. Well, who is this people y'all think then? Who is this people walking on earth right now? Out of all these people on earth, Christ should have a lineage. What you say? Black people? Now they have all types of black people. We were all dark-skinned people at the beginning, other than the white man, right? So who do y'all think out of all of us dark-skinned people was Christ's people? Look on this list right here, y'all. This is his people right here, right? Your daddy is American black? Is your daddy is African American, so-called African American?
Yes.
Well, y'all would be from the tribe of Judah. See that? Christ come from Judah. We are Jews. We are Jews, y'all. We're not African. See that, sis?
They will believe you.
Yeah.
I was just talking to my uncle's wife.
Okay.
And she said she went to go sign up for her GED.
Okay.
And she said she put Judah at the back of her name.
See that? Because she know. Because she see what's going on. See that? The wisdom is coming out of the earth right now. The Most High raising us back up, y'all. He making us understand who we are. You see that? Christ come from this here lineage. Give me Hebrews 7:14.
Hebrews chapter 7, verse 14.
Watch this.
For it is evident
It is evident
that our Lord sprang out of Judah.
our who sprang out of
Our
Judah?
Lord sprang out of Judah.
Our Lord sprang out of Judah. Christ sprang out of the same lineage as us. See that? We have the blood of Christ, y'all, in us. That's why the white people hate us like that, y'all. That's why they jealous of us like this. That's why we the fastest on the track. That's why we play basketball better than everybody. That's why we sing better than everybody. That's why we dress better than everybody. You understand that? All that. That's why we box better than everybody. You see that? We are the special people on earth. They jealous of that. Y'all understand that? Give me Isaiah 1:3. Watch this here, y'all. We
Isaiah.
are the children of Israel, all right? That's who we are. These are our brothers and sisters too. The Native Indians, the Mexicans, Cubans, the Haitians, Jamaicans, Dominicans, Guatemalans. Those are all our brothers, right? That's our uncles and aunties and grandmothers and all of that. You understand that? Watch this here.
Isaiah chapter 1, verse 3.
Bring it out.
The ox knoweth his owner,
A dumb ox know his owner, right?
and the ass his master's
And the
crib.
jackass know his home, right? But who?
But Israel do not know.
But who?
But Israel do not know.
We don't know who we are.
My people do not consider.
You know why? You know what happened? The Most High took our heritage away from us in this captivity, in American captivity. You understand? we've been through all these different captivities. Are y'all familiar with the Egyptian captivity? Y'all familiar with those Israelites that was building those pyramids in Africa?
Yeah, I learned about that in social media.
You learned about that? You know who those people was building those pyramids? That was us. That was us, y'all. That was us out there building those pyramids. And what Moses did when he came to deliver them, what did he do? You say you learned that.
They ain't teach us about like
They didn't teach you about all that? Well, we're going to show you. Give me Deuteronomy 21. Watch this.
Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 1.
Watch this.
These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
Who spoke to him?
These be the words which Moses spake unto all
Now,
Israel.
who is Israel, y'all? That's us.
see?
That's us, right? Well, I'm giving y'all some understanding. The children of Israel is us, y'all. Okay? So Moses is speaking to all of our ancestors back in them days, right? When he delivered them out of Egypt. Remember that? Have y'all ever heard that he split the Red Sea? Everybody went back to Jerusalem? Well, who was those people that was going through that Red Sea? That was us. That was us, y'all. That was our aunties and uncles and grandparents and cousins and nieces and nephews. That was us. Y'all understand that? That was us. Now watch this up. Give me Deuteronomy 28:1. Watch this up. So now, as the children of Israel walking through, before they went to Jerusalem, Moses reading to all of us, right? And he's saying, look, y'all, watch what he's about to say.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
And it shall come to pass,
Meaning it's going to happen to y'all.
if thou shalt hearken diligently
Y'all listen.
unto the voice of the Lord thy
Y'all
God,
have to listen to God.
to observe to do all his commandments,
Y'all have to do all his commandments.
which I command thee this day,
Hear that?
that the Lord thy God will set thee on high
Uh-huh.
above all nations of the earth.
So Moses was reading to the children of Israel, saying, if y'all follow all these commandments that's in this book, y'all gonna be above everybody on earth. You understand that? Those meat markets and all these houses and buildings gonna be for us. Those McDonald's and Burger Kings, that's gonna be for us. That's if we listen to his commandments, right? Now watch this, Deuteronomy 28:15. Watch
Deuteronomy
this.
chapter 28, verse 15.
Watch this, sis.
But it shall come to pass,
It's going to happen
if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord
if
thy
we
God,
don't listen, right?
to observe to do all his commandments
Uh-huh.
and his statutes, which I
Right.
command thee this day,
Yep.
that all these curses,
That all these what?
all these curses
Going to what?
shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So Moses said, if y'all don't listen to these commandments, then he's gonna put what on y'all? Curses. See that? Now I'm gonna give y'all some curses, and I want you to tell me what y'all think this is. All right? Give me verse 16.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 16.
Uh-huh.
Cursed shall thy be in the city,
Curse shall thou be in the city. Look how people over there under there. Curse shall thou people be in the city, right?
and
What?
cursed shall thy be in the field.
And curse shall thou be in the field. We was cursed in the field too, y'all. We was the ones picking cotton and all that in the field. You understand that? Y'all understand that? Give me 37.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 37.
Uh-huh.
And thou shalt become an astonishment,
Uh-huh. See that?
and a proverb,
Proverb.
and a
And
byword
a byword like an African American, a nigger, they call us all kind of names
among all nations,
among all nations.
whether the Lord shall lead thee.
Lord scattered us everywhere on earth, y'all. Our people are scattered everywhere on four corners of the earth. We got black people in China, we got black people in Europe, we got black people everywhere. We got black people in Mexico and Cuba, Dominican Republic, all of that, right? Give me 45.
Verse 45.
Watch this, y'all.
Moreover, all these curses
All these curses, since y'all don't want to listen,
shall come upon thee,
they're gonna be up on y'all.
and shall pursue thee,
It's gonna pursue us
and overtake thee,
and overtake us, y'all.
till thou be destroyed.
Until we be destroyed, until we start being like alcoholics and we're on crack. You understand that? All of that. Give me,
Because-
go ahead.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
Right.
to keep his commandments
That's right.
and his statutes,
That's
which
right.
I command thee.
Uh-huh.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
For a sign, y'all. So these curses gonna be up on us for a sign, right? So all these curses is here to show the children of Israel who they are today. You understand? These curses ain't been on nobody else in this world but us, right? I'm gonna show you one big curse. Give me 68. Watch this.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
The Most High, what Moses said, look. Moses said, the Lord gonna bring y'all into slavery again with what?
What ships?
With what?
What ships?
By what?
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
We was on ships in slavery, right? Say that again, started over.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt Again, what ship?
That word Egypt means slavery, all right? Because he just took us out of Egypt. He said, but this time the Most High will bring y'all to Egypt again, but this time with what?
What ship?
By what?
By the way whereby I spake unto thee.
Right.
Thou shalt see it no more
We
again.
ain't gonna see our homeland no more again. Our homeland is Jerusalem, y'all. That's where we from. We from Israel. You understand? What do you say?
And there ye shall be sold.
We should be what?
Ye shall be sold
Sold. Nico sold. For what?
unto your enemies.
It's our who?
Unto your enemies.
And what?
For bondmen
For bondmen, slave man,
and bondwomen.
and slave woman. See that?
And no man shall buy you.
No man shall buy. Look at this. Give me for 64. Watch this here. Watch this here.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 64.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people,
See that? Lord scattered us amongst all people, y'all. And what?
from one end of the earth
From one end of the earth
even unto the other.
to the other. And what?
And there thou shalt serve other gods,
You're gonna serve other gods, y'all. These other gods. See that? Lord said, y'all gonna serve other gods. What?
which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
Our fathers ain't never
Wood,
knew him.
even wood and stone.
Even wood and stone. Wood is that cross. Stone is those Muslims that be bowing down to that rock. All that different religions. See that? Most High didn't want us to do religions. He want us to follow the commandments, y'all. Y'all understand that? Give me Deuteronomy 10 and 12.
Bye.
Deuteronomy
See
chapter
that
10,
shit?
verse 12.
Watch this.
And now Israel,
And now Israel,
what do the Lord thy God require of
what
thee?
do the Lord thy God require of y'all? Since y'all know y'all Israel, right? Turn it over. Since y'all know y'all Israel, what do the Lord thy God require of thee?
But to fear the Lord thy God,
You gotta fear him first.
to
You
walk
understand
in
that, man?
all his ways,
You gotta walk in all his ways,
and to love him,
to love him, y'all.
and to serve the Lord thy
You
God
have to serve him
with all thy heart
with all your heart,
and with all thy soul,
with all your soul.
to keep the commandments of the Lord,
What we have to do?
to keep the commandments of the Lord.
What y'all have to do? What you have to do, my man? You gotta keep the commandments. Do y'all know how many commandments there are? It's a lot of 613 commandments, y'all. We're gonna give y'all a few commandments, all right? We want y'all to think about it, all right? Give me Leviticus 13:29. I want y'all to think about these commandments, because this, for us not following the commandments, the Most High put slavery on us. He did this to us. He brought us base level people. He put other people on top of us, because we don't want to follow his commandments, right? And we're gonna show y'all some commandments that we're not following. Watch this.
Leviticus chapter 13, verse 29.
Bring it out.
If a man or woman have a plague upon the head or the beard,
Because this is going for you.
then the priest shall see the plague,
As you see the plague,
and behold,
Uh-huh.
if it be in sight
Uh-huh.
deeper than the skin,
that's right.
and there be in it a yellow thin hair,
Yellow thin hair.
then the priest shall pronounce him unclean.
Back in the days, if you had that dye in your head, the priest gonna call you unclean. That's it. You're not following the commandment. You see that? You're breaking the commandment. You're supposed to dye your hair back black. Okay? Dye your hair back black, man. You see, turn around, I see you have it too, huh? You have the high black, y'all. These are commandments that we have to follow. All right? You understand that? I know it might look cool at school. My little boy wanted to, but he know he can't get it. You see that? Because he got to follow the commandments in my house. You see that? So when you get home, you're gonna dye that back black? You gonna do that?
That's all right.
Give me Deuteronomy 20:25. This is another one. This is for you. Okay?
Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse
You
5.
also, watch this.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man,
The woman shall not wear there which pertaining to a man.
neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. So what they're saying, a woman should not wear what? Shorts and pants and stuff like that. What should you be wearing? There you go. And what you should be wearing? You got on, right? Right. You shouldn't be wearing a dress, right? See that? So when you get home, put on a beautiful dress, okay? I know it's gonna take time. If you're playing basketball, yeah, get your shorts on or whatever. Okay, but then you can put your shorts on, all right? But when you're at home, like right now, you're supposed to have your pretty dress on, okay? My daughter, my wives, all our wives have dresses on. See that? All our kids have our girls have dresses on. That's a commandment that we ran away from. That's why God punishing us. You understand that? Give me Amos 3:1. Watch this. Watch this, y'all. You understand what's going on, little man? You understand this? We tired? Watch this, little man. Watch this.
Amos chapter 3, verse 1.
Bring it out.
Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you.
That's right.
O children of Israel.
Children of Israel. See that? Oh, children of Israel. The whole Bible is about us, y'all. This is our book, okay?
Against the whole family which I brought up from the land of
See
Egypt,
that?
saying,
Saying,
you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
say that again.
You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
He said he only know us, y'all, so what?
Therefore I will punish you
He only gonna punish us for what?
for all your iniquities.
For all our sins. He ain't gonna punish nobody else. He's not gonna punish the white people or the Africans or the Arabs or the Chinese people. He only gonna punish us for our sins. You didn't know that, did you? It's serious, man. It's serious. You understand that, little man? So y'all gonna start doing what? You gonna start buying from there? So you gonna start putting on the pretty dress and stuff? We're gonna be watching, y'all. We're gonna see you come through here again. I'm gonna see a pretty dress on you, all right?
Yeah, don't try to run across the street running.
Die out your head, yeah? Black? All right, we're gonna see. What's your name? Give me five, man. I'm Zarak, man. Brother Zarak. All right, nice to meet you, man. Nice to